From a transformation process excellence standpoint, how do you see agentic AI reshaping the modern finance operating model across different industries?
We have, from process excellence and automation perspective, we've already seen finance function getting automated. And recently we also saw orchestration layer being added to it. With AI agents coming in, we see a lot of it getting autonomous. I see the focus moving from executing or processing more towards decisioning or decision support. If you look at the flow of finance or key activities which happen, and if you look at major blocks like run, govern, and transform, these days, we see most of it being managed through humans. But in future, if you look at it from operating model perspective, I see run, majority of it being managed through AI agents, governance being managed with humans, and obviously transformation would be a combination of both, as I see. If I look at from the operating model perspective, there are a lot of elements across people, process, technology, data. I believe going forward, and at least in next 12 to 24 months, Pallav spoke of talent. On one side, we are looking for talent from technology perspective, but specifically from finance perspective, organization structure and the skills required will remain key from finance function perspective. We would require people who understand not just finance, and as Veena also spoke about it, we would need people who understand technology. And in addition to that, understand context of business, because then they'll be in position to help and support business and decisioning. Machines will take care of posting entries, doing reconciliations, but understanding context of business and helping in decisions around commercial arrangements with different functions in the business, that would be the real important thing. So from operating model perspective, that's the change I see. Obviously, we can talk a lot about how process, technology, and data is going to change and support AI agents, but very important would be for all of us to really gear up for this change and be ourselves ready for this change to come and how to survive, because we may not really need people only who understands technical part of finance. I'll pause it.
What process maturity conditions must be in place before an organization can responsibly deploy agentic AI at scale?
Well, I think what's important for deploying it responsibly is for practitioners also to be in position to start accepting agentic AI can perform at the level where humans are probably performing today. And for that, it's very important for us as humans to have trust in the outcome. And for that trust, it's important whatever outcome you're getting from AI agents to be consistent and reliable. Now for that, if we have to set the basics, they need to be set right when we start on this journey. So if I have to look at it from process, technology, and data perspective, process needs to be standardized. And as Pallav spoke about, it needs to be documented. Nuances need to be captured, not just from process perspective, but from industry and from organization perspective as well. And as a result, when the system will start operating on it, or AI agents will start operating on that process documentation, the outcome would be consistent. Otherwise, we'll not have trust in the outcome which is coming. If you look at data, we need data to be clean and complete so that these AI agents do not hallucinate and provide you outcome which is inconsistent and not reliable. So it's very important to set the data right for systems to be integrated. And as I'm talking about systems, we need to ensure that AI agents get seamlessly integrated into your existing technology landscape, be it your existing ERP, any other customization you might have done, and any other interfaces you might have. But if you look at today, there are a lot of customizations which are unsupported today. There are a lot of interfaces which are not seamless, and many of them are manual. As a result, if we'll have this kind of technology ecosystem, AI agents may not be operate at the level where we want them to be. So it's very important to set these things right for AI agents to start operating at a level where we want them to operate. And once we start seeing them operating at that level with reliability and consistent outcome, that's when we'll have trust. And that is when we are going to allow them to operate autonomously, right? So it has to work in cohesion. And once we start seeing these things happening, I'm sure we'll have enough trust in the system and AI agents to allow them to operate autonomously.
So the question is, if you had to pick one finance process where agentic AI will have the biggest impact in the next 24 months, which one do you think it is and why?
Then I'll get into the shoes of a finance practitioner. And I would say book closing process, very tedious, rule-driven, high volume, timeline-driven, a lot of moving pieces. I believe that's where AI agents will have a big role to play. And that's my expectation as well as aspiration as a transformation person. That's one area I would like to be solved. And I hope if we solve that area, a lot of pain of finance practitioners would be taken away. It would release a lot of bandwidth for them to really support business.